I do not comment on the Leland case.
A Missouri prosecutor refusing to answer questions after a victim says she's waited way too long for justice. We do want to warn you, some of the details in this story are graphic. A woman says she suffered horrific sexual abuse at the hands of her stepfather. He's been charged but has yet to go to trial. News 4 investigator Lauren Traeger is on the case tonight.
I'm a victim of two sick people.
Heather Helm holds a pain that's eased only a little by speaking out.
My whole life was taken from me, in my opinion. From childhood all the way up to my adulthood.
Starting when she was just about 9 years old, Heather says she was sexually assaulted by her stepfather, Henry Leland.
And it was just touching for a while. And it turned into more.
How many times do you think you were raped?
Thousands. I can't put a number on it.
Almost daily?
I'm gonna say in a week's time out of 7 days, I was gonna say at least 3 or 4 times a week. I was lucky on some nights that it didn't happen. Those are my lucky nights. Those are my good nights.
It went on for years, but it wasn't just Leland. Heather says her own mother helped in the abuse. According to a police report, Sandra Sissel, Heather's mother, would allegedly take Heather out of her own bedroom and put her in Leland's room so that Leland could have intercourse with her. During rape sessions, the documents say Heather's mother would help Leland take off her clothes and tie her limbs to the bedpost and then leave the room, locking it until the rape was done and over.
To me, I was guided to be a sex slave by my own parents that were supposed to raise me.
Then, at just 14 years old, Heather got pregnant. She gave birth to a son, Leland, the father. Even still, she says the rapes continued with escalated threats.
My son was threatened to be killed. I was threatened to be killed.
She stayed relatively silent, something experts say is very common.
Many individuals go into their adulthood not ever telling.
Linda McQuarrie with the Child Advocacy Center in St. Louis says a victim may delay reporting, especially if there are threats.
Just you'll get in trouble to they will get killed, their mother will get killed, their dog will get killed.
The abuse finally stopped when Heather got older. After years of living with the memories of the horror and with her son fully grown, Heather decided it was time to speak up.
I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared to come forward and say, you did this, you deserve to pay for it.
In 2017, she came forward to police. Both Leland and Sissel were charged with multiple counts of rape and sodomy. But fast forward to now, years later, and still there's no justice. Sissel's trial is set for next month. Leland's is not until April next year. In the meantime, both are out on bond.
I want to see him sent to jail. I don't feel like he deserves to walk out here free.
Leland is a previously convicted sex offender for sodomizing another 13-year-old victim back in the 90s. No one answered our messages left for him at multiple homes where he's been registered to live in the past few months. But Heather says she feels ignored by the system itself.
The prosecutor don't seem to want to prosecute because Mr. Leland is internally sick, I guess.
Heather is frustrated by how slowly the case is moving. She's wondered if the prosecutor is intentionally delaying the case due to Leland's age. So we came here to the prosecutor's office to ask him.
I do not comment on the Leland case.
For months, we tried to get answers from Prosecutor Dwight Robbins. Our repeated emails and calls were ignored. So we went to his Fredericktown office, but Robbins refused to talk to us.
I just wanted to make sure we could talk with you. There's some people who are frustrated about that case.
I told you I'm not commenting on the case.
I'm the victim. He's supposed to be on my side.
Now, Heather says all she can do is wait for the day she can face Leland down in court.
I feel he needs to pay for what he did.
We tried to contact Heather's mother, Sandra Sissel, but never heard back. Now, experts say it's not uncommon for victims to get frustrated with the slow wheels of justice in cases like this. There is help available if Heather's story speaks to you. We've got resources linked to this story on KMOV.com. I'm Lauren Traeger, News 4 Investigates.